Paralysis analysis. I want to talk about something I suffered from for decades and why I think it's better to take messy action and to get in there and take smaller steps than to sit around and try to plan the perfect journey, the perfect way to get to all of your goals, which usually involves changing a massive amount of things all at once. And that is so overwhelming that people sit and wait for this incredible motivation to appear so that they can get the strength that they need to do this massive undertaking. And for me, that never worked. Like, yeah, sometimes I would get motivated. My father died. That gave me infinite motivation. I had all this grief inside of me that I didn't know what to do with. It felt like I had so much sorrow that, the heavens would open up and flood the entire world with the amount of tears I had to cry. But, it was too much. And so I focused that into working out. I focused that into starving myself. I focused that into trying to lose as much weight as fast as I possibly could in order to turn that negative into a positive. And the problem with that is that motivation will never last, no matter what it is. It will eventually fade, and you have to rely on discipline, and you have to rely on a foundation. And if you have jumped the line and tried to, speed run every single part and aspect of your lifestyle change, you're not going to have a foundation. A foundation is something that you build slowly. So that is why I always tell people, take one step each day. It doesn't have to be the biggest step in the world. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yes, it should be messy. If your diet is a complete train wreck, which mine was, and most people who are overweight is, don't try to fix every single thing and get on a rigorous exercise program and change your entire life 1,000,000%, because none of that is going to stick long term. What is better is to pick one thing that you can improve on today and focus on that. And then the important part is to be content with that, to give yourself a break. How often lately have you said, I didn't do enough? This wasn't good enough. Look at where I failed here. I could have done better here. I should have done better here. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. It's all negative self-talk. How about you work on one thing that you need to change? Add more protein in your diet, make a substitution on one thing you're eating, and then forgive yourself for the rest of it and focus on that. Okay, that's progress. And now I'm going to do that again tomorrow, and I'm going to do that again today. What I can control is today. So let's not live in the future. Let's definitely not live in the past. Let's focus on where we're at, the steps we're taking right now. And if we continue to do that and we make a commitment each day to do that, then eventually those steps are going to take you to where you want to be and beyond. And for me, those steps took me from this to where I'm at now. Am I done? No. There's always going to be room for improvement, but I'm committed every single day to making that improvement. And I think that that is the more sustainable and the more reasonable approach. At least it was for me. I hope this helped.